I'd be better off doing boats today, I think. So my name is Barry Crampton. I'm just going to show you around our Mercedes-Benz C-Class, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Mercedes-Benz C-Class 2.1 C200 CDI BlueEFFICIENCY SE Executive. It's done 70,659 miles. The fuel economy, urban, is 38.2 miles per gallon. Extra urban, 64.2 miles per gallon. And combined is 51.4 miles per gallon. It'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.7 seconds. Has a top speed of 133 miles per hour out of 136 brake horsepower, 4-cylinder, 16-valve engine. Road tax is pretty cheap too. 6 months £90.75 and 12 months is £165. Okay, service history, and I know you'll probably all be thinking, oh, I hope the service advisor's got the stamp the right way around or in the box, otherwise he's going to kick off. But this has got, of course, a digital service history. There's no book. The first service recorded is 11th of the 10th 2013 at 33,497 miles. Second service 23rd of the 9th 2014 at 37,580 miles. Third service 20th of the 9th 2016 at 49,560 miles. So, as we always do, we always try and verify the service history. That's recorded, digital service history, brilliant idea. However, this vehicle has also been serviced at an independent garage. When we phoned him up, he hasn't even got a computer. When we asked about the service history, he said, I've serviced it 2 or 3 times, but I don't know when. So, that's all we can tell you. Digital service history, in my opinion, is all right as a backup if everybody's got the facilities to record the digital service history. But if they've not, then you know, you get all these books in the car. Stick a service book in. You know, it's not like anybody looks at the rest of the books anyway. If they need to know anything, they go on YouTube or whatever, so you may as well not put the manual in and just put a service book in. But the other thing I would strongly suggest, if you have a car and you take it in for a service, when you go into, when you take the car, you should put your service book on the passenger seat, and then the first thing you should do when you get in the car at night, when you've come to pick it up, is make sure that the service book has been stamped. The stamp's in the right place, the right way up, they've got the date right, and they've got the mileage right, because all these mistakes, these big garages that charge you £100, £200 an hour seem to put the biggest muppet they've got on the service desk, and they just destroy a car's provenance or its service history. And if they've not stamped your book, or I suggest you go back in there, grab the person by the scruff of the neck, or make the biggest scene you can possibly do in the nice Gin Palace showroom until they actually get it right and do the job. Because millions and millions, this is a lovely car, and we were told it's got full service history, but we can't prove it. So we've got to price it as if it's got partial service history, and sell it like it's got partial service history, and that probably makes a difference. I don't know, at least £500 or £600, I suppose, on this age of car. £500 or £600 on this age of car. Imagine how many cars are running around in the UK, and I can assure you, it's not just our garage that gets them; it's every garage. And really, they should be taken into account, because you're paying them to do something for you, and they're not doing it, and they're actually costing you even more money. If they can't stamp the service book properly, it's actually costing you more than you've just paid them for a service. I can't, honestly, I can't stress it enough. The motor trade seems to the motor trade seems to attract the worst type of people, and perhaps people who are just in between jobs, who just want to pick the money up the end of the week, and so on. And really speaking, it's the amount of money that's involved in the motor trade. Everybody should be the best. Anyway, rant over. So we're in this car, black with black, possibly leather, possibly a mix of Artico leather, which is a Mercedes man-made leather. I'm not sure. It could be real stuff, but it's a nice car. It's an honest car. It drives great. It's on 70,660. I'm not sure whether you noticed this. To be quite honest, I'm underwhelmed with it, but again, it's a feat of engineering. So we've got multifunction steering wheel. It will be height and reach adjustable. We've got an electrically adjustable seat here, seat back and seat bottom. The actual leg reach is from a lever underneath that you pull up and slide back. Nice comfortable car. Over on the right hand side here we've got electric door mirrors, and they're both working. Got this nice piano black inset to the door cards, a front central armrest that has got, if I can just find it, there's a bit of space in there, but it's kind of just right. We've got comfort and sport settings, so that's economy and sport on this, sorry. So we're in economy. Front and rear parking sensors with the Parktronic display on the dash, and also in the roof at the back, and you can actually, you might not be able to see it from there, but you can see it in the mirror if you've got your mirror set right, so no need to spin round in the seat. Alloy wheels, as I say, front and rear parking sensors. It's a good, honest car, and it's one that you would think, if you had a private plate on it, you would think it's a heck of a lot younger. Now, talking about private plates, we had a chap come to the garage the other day. He wanted to spend £20,000 or up to £20,000, and we had an E-Class, which I did a couple of days ago, and he's got private plates. He's got loads of private plates, and he actually sells them. I should have actually, I'll try and find his website and put a link in the description. But we had an E-Class, £8,000, and for £8,000 he could have spent £20,000 and probably not got a car that drove any nicer than the one at £8,000. And he just said yes, you know, I'll have it. And it's the same with this. This is £6,000, and you could spend double the money and still not get a car that drives any better. I think we'll go past this chap. He's unsure where he's going. He's obviously in an unfamiliar country. This is a very slippy roundabout. I'm just going to cut in here and go up the M6. So wipers are all good. Yep, squirty things are good too. We've got the gear stick in the proper, or gear selector in the proper place here. You can also change up like so and down by just knocking the gear selector across. It's got over mats. So I've videoed the outside to a standard, but it's lashing down out there. It really is. So I'm soaked. So I'll cut the pictures in, I'll cut the videos in to start off with, but unfortunately not the usual walk round today. Garden Harmony must be full of plant pots in the back there, taking it very gingerly. Brakes are good. We are incredibly busy. That's a live chat. CD radio here, your aircon. Let me just test the aircon and get it whacked up. Put the lights on here with the spray. Just not nice on the motorway today. The cameras actually kind of shoot through the spray and make it look not as bad as it is, but it's really horrible. Just the cruise control on there. I don't think I'm going to. 70 miles an hour. I just went up in a 5 mile increment there. So we're doing 70 miles an hour, just under 2,000 revs. Just going to knock the cruise off there because I don't want to be that close to the car in front. But nice and quiet. Very little wear on the steering wheel. Been well looked after, this car. The seats are all nice, and let's say it is good value for money. I just wish that we could locate the rest of the service history and not just have. I've serviced it 2 or 3 times, but I'm not sure when. He's asking to get creamed. Mercedes in front there, Mercedes estate. We seem to be Mercedes Central at the moment. We've got an estate in which I'll be trying to do tomorrow, a C-Class estate with a pan roof and automatic and electric seats and so on. I mean, that's undertaken in my book, coming up there and then carrying straight on. Air conditioning nice and cool, so that's working too. We've got Bluetooth hands-free, and it looks like it's equipped to play DVDs too. Works from here. I'll show you how to pair your mobile and how to delete one when we get back to the garage. And I can't remember whether I mentioned now, but we've also got sat-nav. So there you go, click that onto sat-nav. So it's got everything you could possibly need, really. Mercedes don't seem to go overboard with stuff apart from that. course, I've got the lights on at the moment, so if I switch the lights off, I'll probably go lighter. Oh dear me, what is going on here? Turn that down again. So we've got little loading space there. The audio system is pretty good too. I trying to demonstrate audio these days. The copyright algorithm is so flipping refined these days that I played a few bars of a record the other day and it instantly got hit with a copyright claim. So I'm going to have to rethink my videos, and you'll just have to take my word for it that the radio plays and is good. We'll give it some gas up here. Great engine. As fast as you need. Lasts forever. I think I had one of these which I used myself, had done 170,000 mile, and it was still like driving a new car. Dash, we've got fuel gauge on the left hand side, next gauge in, both enclosed in a circular dial. Next gauge in is coolant temperature, and then the center display, you've got your speedo on the outside, mileometer tells you what gear you're in, the outside temperature. If I just click that, that's your trip meter. And then fuel consumption. Let's see what else. You've got trip there, navi, shows you direction of travel and what road you're on, audio, telephone, assist, servicing, settings. So all controlled from that little button there. That's the back button. And over here you've got your telephone, answer and hang up, volume controls, plenty of room in the boot. We do have, I think we've got lumbar support here. Yeah, lumbar support, it's manual lumbar support, but all the same it's effective, and once you've set lumbar support, to be honest, that's pretty much it. So there you go. I'll finish the test drive there. Lovely car, drives absolutely fantastic. This is just as it's come in. It's not been cleaned yet. Lance will give it the treatment, and let's say, if you're bothered about the year, cheap private plate, and take the year away from it, nobody will be able to guess how much this car was or cost you. And it's one of the nicer shaped Mercs. The newer ones, I think they look like an upturned dinghy, which to be fair, I could do with one today. It's a bit horrible. But thanks for watching. Have a look at our website, ggcars.co.uk. Have a look at the web store. There's all sorts of stuff on there for petrol heads, motorists, you name it, clothes, the lot. And we'll see you in the next video. Water splash.